Okay, welcome back people to Let's Play Tyranny. I took the liberty of plopping down a save before I started the recording. Other than that, we're about ready for some good old-fashioned showdown. High noon and all that stuff. Tarkus Ari. Oh yeah, we've heard about her before. Peacebinder, you are the face of the enemy vanguard? Right. I am. What, does that bother you? Kairos works in mysterious ways indeed. I hope you aren't here to hammer out another truce. We're all out of talk, but we still have a little fight left for you. Before you stands Captain Tarkus Ari, the de facto leader of the dwindling Vendrian Guard. Let's see, short, sunburned, and agitated. Even when standing still, her body is a compact sculpture of muscle and bone, and her face is short on symmetry, thanks to the scars and dents of a dozen brushes with death. Though your lives will certainly end here in Ascension Hall. She chortles, pointing upwards to the ceiling, its stone arches somehow supporting the massive weight of the spire overhead. Consider yourself fortunate. Some of the finest rulers of Apex have met death by duel in this hallowed hall. Truly, there is no finer place to settle an intractable feud. I believe that's how you say that. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but I get the gist of it. Sisters, brothers. Ari looks back at her cadre of soldiers and with a solemn nod. It has been a privilege to lead, an honor to share in your final days. Taking a deep breath, she turns to you, waiting silently. We can try to bluff, but that's not Roland's style, I think. You bring a lot of magic to fight directly beneath the spire, trying to bury us all. Just was sort of inbred fool, are you? Well, if it was that's certainly the tone Roland would take, I believe. But the bluff, that's not really Roland. He's not that quick-witted. See, I can't brandish my weapon menacingly. You've had so many chances to surrender. I have orders to make this excruciating and slow. That's too harsh, I think. Right. We'll just point out that it seems your uprising has mounted to nothing but dead kinsmen. And what did taking Vendrian's Well cost you? How many disfavored corpses will rust in the valley? How many choirmen fell to our blades? How goes the endless battle of the Blade Grave while you deal with us here? Ari laughs, winces as she clutches her side. And tell me, are the Archons unified in victory? Did the armies bond in camaraderie over our deaths? Our stand here is the first of your problems. You traded your kinsmen for to slow the inevitable. Nothing more. We've demonstrated that the armies of Kairos can be shamed by stubborn peasants. The Overlord's empire is vast, his armies are numerous, his magic unstoppable. Yet he cannot destroy our fighting spirit. Hardly the show of force I'd expect from someone from a truly fearsome Overlord. I hope that argument keeps you warm in the emptiness of the void, guardsman, says Verse. Okay, so I guess we know what she hoped to gain from the rebellion. She just wanted to prove to the rest of the world that, you know, Kairos the Overlord isn't as mighty as he seemed. Well, here's the thing. I don't think Roland really... This athletics thing, it's so mean-spirited, you know? Like, it's sort of gleeful. I don't think Roland is the kind to take pleasure in it. He's just following orders, right? Right, this ends now. We'll just attack. Let's get this done. Let's see, finally, an end to the breaking siege. Ready yourself, guardsmen. The dance approaches on swifter feet than yours. Vers draws her weapon and points it at Ari. Let us finish it then. She turns to her soldiers, raising her sword aloft. Warriors of the Vendrian Guard, scions of Apex, children of the Tears, let us repay Kairos' minions with the pain they've shown us.
Lord.
Okay. Fortunately, this our buffs were on cooldown. Okay, looks like they are charging in. I think we'll do the same. Roland will send you out there. Verse. Okay, first things first, let's use this.
Tally.
Let's do that. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna run her along here. Oh. Okay. Surge of Glory. Run over here. Seriously? You can't attack? Why can you not attack? I don't understand it. Oh, you can't attack that one, but you can attack this one. Okay, that's not strange at all. Lantry, move out of the way. Let's give,
At once.
there we go. Move up here real quick. There we go. That way I can slap him silly. Actually, that's pretty good. Spellcasting is blocked. Okay. Drowning. Oh shit, look at that. 24 seconds. 24 seconds of not being able to cast spells, huh? Okay, that's not great. That's actually quite shitty, now that I think about it. Alright, we're cleaving, that's fine. We're using Unravel Minds right now. Boom! He gets knocked prone. Right, I'm incapacitated, so I can't use my items yet. Invisible. Okay, well, Lantry doesn't really have anything else to do. Let's use this. Okay, let's see here. Use Warrior's Respite real quick. Okay, attack this one next.
Admit that from the record.
Attack. Switch. Let's see, Verse switch to melee. And your stance to 3 whispers. Let's give you that thing, so that you have better things. I know, very eloquent. I'm trying, people. I'm trying. Okay. She always gets knocked prone. Would you fucking get up, Verse? God damn it. And this guy's starting to heal also. Your fucking ineptitude is staggering.
Just point me in the right.
Alright, we can finally cast spells with Lantry. Okay, we're doing well here though. Actually, we can use Tolling of Iron again. Okay, stab. Okay. Switch back to bow. Okay. They're down. Let's switch targets to the Tidecaster. I think we'll wanna use Surge of Glory here. Just move you in a little bit. Attack, so... oh, hold on. I can actually target all 4. That's pretty good. Let's see here. Do that. Surge of Glory on all 3. Excellent. Everybody attack this guy. He needs to go down, and quick. Except for the Tidecaster. He needs to go down a bit faster. There we go. I'll switch back. Okay. Focus on the Tidecaster. Let's use this to gain some armor.
For the Queen!
There we go, good job. If Verse goes down below a certain amount, she will be healed now. We'll also use Lantry's thing to... alright, never mind. Focus on that guy back there next. Actually, let's use that thing to remove armor, because there's only heavily armored people left on the field here. Can also try to use... heal that. We'll also use Unravel Minds to try and see if I can knock down some of these bastards. Well, we weren't able to knock them down, but we stunned them. So that's equally good, I think. Let's focus on the guy in back. Everybody focus on that one, since the other one is stunned.
Harsh words would cause more harm.
Let's also use Sunder on Tarkazari, since she has fucking armor.
I'm not entirely useless.
There we go. Sundered, follow up with a stab. Come on, take it out. There we go. And the rest of you. Okay, good. That went very well, actually. None of us even went down. Fuck yeah! Badass! Tarkazari. You worthless gnats. We may die, but others will follow our example. Mark my words. The captain coughs up blood. You've bested their leadership. Most impressive. Remind me never to underestimate the skills of a Fatebinder. We can betray the Alliance. Now you arrive. I shed blood to take Ascension Hall. This place, the Spire, the Valley. It's mine, all you begone. No. We won't betray the Alliance. I am honored to have a hand in the glory. Yeah. It is the disfavored who should be honored. You have been with us from the start to finish of this long conquest, from the gates of judgment to this, our very moment of victory. Thank you, Roland, for all that you've given the Legion. The party has received rending edge. Okay. The clatter and madness of the combat has finally ceased. Ascension Hall is, for a moment, tranquil. May the pox take your children. Ari slumps to a crouch, her body trembling from injury and fatigue. With those words of defeat, the burning hum you've heard in your head for days on end taper off into nothing. Your mind returns to a state of quiet that you've not felt since you proclaimed the edict upon Vendrian's Well. Right. Should be no more. Let's see. I lay claim to Ascension Hall. Let us be free of this edict. You feel a tug in your chest as a warm energy begins to form around you. Before you know it, you feel as if you're lighter than air. Oh shit. Cool. You blink away the last of the luminescent trails in your field of vision. The masonry of Ascension Hall is replaced with wide open space in every direction, save for the slab of ancient stone beneath your feet. High winds shove you, pushing you off balance. The air is cool and thin, unsatisfying to your lungs. Is this? Lantry looks out into the horizon, wide-eyed with excitement. Yes, this must be the mountain spire. When was the last time? Lantry's eyes looks down over the ledge, dumbstruck by the vertical plunge. Lantry backs away from the edge. I may need to retch. This is certainly a change. The wind ruffles the feathers in her hair, and Verse quickly smooths them down. A damn cold change. She peers over the edge. I think I could land on my feet if I jumped. Not that it would matter for long. Kairos be merciful. What now? Barrack spins around on his feet, looking about, trying to take in as much as he can through the narrow visor of his helmet. Everywhere you look, mountains rise up along a distant horizon. The rivers and forests below bring to mind maps of Vendrian's Well. As you quickly trace the Mittani, the Irinu, and the numerous waterways of the region, higher than you imagined it, this is indeed the pinnacle of the spire at Vendrian's Well. How did we get all the way up here? Ari strains to stand, clutching her side. Another question. How in the name of Graven Ash do we get down? The Iron Marshal walks to the edge, trembling half a pace back as she peers downward. The warriors below must be sensing the edict has ended. We should be down there, by their side. The edict is gone, and I don't think we're dead. We all could feel the edict passing. No doubt the soldiers below are sensing it too, and the Archons as well. Right, I could claim the place as an extension of Tunan's court. No, listen. Enough bloodshed for one day. I demand all blades be sheathed. No, I think I hereby claim this place. This is now an extension of Tunan's court, and all combatants must leave. This is no longer strictly a military concern. We need to take a breath and sift through what just happened. Iron Marshal, Averinos, okay. He would claim this place for Tunan. That would actually be a strategic advantage for the disfavored. We can't spare the soldiers to garrison this place, yet we'd like to deny the chorus every foothold possible. The Iron Marshal nods, slowly at first, then with confidence. I will happily counsel Graven Ash to support this claim. Alright then, send word to Graven Ash that we are successful. It was a worthy battle. Not since Stalwart have I seen such courage, such determination. Oh, but the siege needed you spans ago. I agree, and I would be honored to deliver your auspicious message in person, but... She points down over the edge. Well, we could point to Ari, hand her a note. The parchment will survive the impact. Nice and practical. If a little bit I'm feeling. I think the blast of magic. Right, so we can send her through the portal. I presume that's this thing. I think the proper thing would be to have Iron Marshal Irenios deliver the edict. Or not the edict, but deliver the message in person. I think the blast of magic from the spire and the edict's end should have been clear to everyone. But Graven Ash will want to know that you're safe. Go through that portal and report to Graven Ash. Then return to me with any news. No telling how stable it is, but look closely, and you'll see images of Ascension Hall in the haze. Well, if you have trained eyes, that is. Of course, not even if it's not stable, the alternative is jumping, so what do we have to lose? Oh, how did I not notice that? The portal's shimmering contours glimmer the moment you call out to its presence. Assuming this takes me back to Ascension Hall, I'll carve a path to Ash and let him know the score. With a resounding clatter, Irenios beats her breastplate in salute. Glory to Kairos! We'll salute the Iron Marshal. Or we'll say glory to Kairos. Thank you for being the edge of our blade. We've been short-handed ever since we took the Gate of Judgment, and these Oathbreakers fight well beyond their station. Without you in my vanguard, this would have been a bloodier day. There's no telling if we would have seized Ascension Hall in time. Nerat's treaty means war. Treachery means war, right. I trust we will be able to rely on your continued support for the coming trials. No doubt, the very definition of an enemy of the Overlord. I didn't just resist, I led others into resistance. So I know what's about to happen, but I know that when I've met my match, like most folk, I'll do whatever it takes to live. If you'll show me mercy, I will pledge my life to you, good Fatebinder. Says Ebb. Over there. Ebb the Tidecaster bows to one knee, lowering her gaze. I know I'm an Oathbreaker, so my word isn't what it used to be, but I promise, if you spare me, I will serve you well. Alright, so... you can have Ebb join you as a party member, which would definitely be a good thing to have happen, but she is an Oathbreaker, and, you know, there is only one sentence for Oathbreakers. It ends here. With one clean stroke, you crush her skull and rid Terratus of the Tidecasters. No! Holy shit. Yeah. Let's see, is this gonna get read to us? Doesn't sound like it. Vendrian's well has fallen for the second time since the conquest began. Kairos' armies take the citadel from its defenders. With your help, the Vendrian Guard rebellion has been crushed. You claimed Ascension Hall with your disfavored allies, satisfying the terms of Kairos' baleful edict. You and the forces of Kairos are free from the Overlord's death sentence. With the threat of execution no longer looming overhead, the Overlord's armies turned their attention away from the Citadel and towards each other. The tension that flared over the long siege reached an explosive crescendo as the disfavored and Scarlet Chorus armies clashed iron and bronze in a hasty, disorganized battle. As his forces were cut down, the voices of Narat and his officers escaped escaped to the Stone Sea, leaving the conscript army to carry on their battle against the disfavored. In the aftermath, the disfavored broke camp and withdrew from the fortress in the Blade Grave, there to regroup and prepare for the extended campaign against the Scarlet Chorus. Having taken Vendrian's well for yourself, Archon Graven Ash recognizes your lawful claim to rule and occupy the spire. Nice. As days passed, the wounded and injured were nursed to health. You explored your strange bastion and planned your next steps with careful deliberation. As word spread that the Scarlet Chorus and disfavored turned on each other, factions once resolved to bend the knee are inspired instead to continue fighting. The Archon's feud has heralded the collapse of Kairos' offensive. Tunon, the Archon of Justice, observes the chaos and discord spreading across the land. The Archon summons his Fatebinder to return to court at the Bastard City and report his actions in Vendrian's Well. Cool. I think... well, we'll finish this little dialogue there and then we'll call it a day. I need a break for my voice is starting to give out. Let's see, the Iron Marshal here. Civil War. What a shame that it has descended to this. Archon Ash will want to meet and discuss the next steps. Best that you regroup in Iron Hearth. Gather your strength and regroup, but don't leave the Archon waiting. Sandash, my regards. The General has done much for me, and I wish he was here to see this. I'll join the Archon at Iron Hearth after I speak with Tunon. That would be best. She shakes her head and looks out on the spire with fresh bewilderment. It is not enough that we're fighting 2 wars. Now we have this to puzzle through. I don't envy your position. I'll see you at Iron Hearth. And she's off. Cool. The dizzying energy from the spire falters. Whatever force awoke the powers that reside here gutters and fades. Through a though a faint hum persists in the sculpture at the center. That is odd. There was a portal here a moment ago, but it seems to have vanished. Vanished. Right. We'll look around for a solution. The humming from the curious sculpture pulses and builds in volume as to draw your attention. Okay, so we'll see what that's all about next time on Let's Play Tyranny, where we also have a ton of dialogue to go through and some level ups to do as well. But for now, I'll give my boys a bit of a rest. So yeah, thank you so much for watching another episode of Tyranny, and hope to see you guys next time. See you then.